Hi everyone, welcome back to the Three Sisters in a Van, our 2-monthly update. So we've been on the road for 2 months and you can see the three sisters in the background there.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk about our top 10 most used items after 2 months, what we've loved used most, and what we haven't really used at all.
Yeah.
I think we've got 10 things on what we haven't used either, so not that we're going to throw them away, but we'll see.
Not using them yet.
No,
We'll see.
not yet. We'll see. And just bit of something we've learned on the road as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll talk about what we've learned on the road as well. So we're just going to walk along the beach as we're talking.
Yeah. Bit of a walk and talk this
hopefully
morning.
it's not too bumpy. So, did you want to kick us off with number one, or is that me?
Well,
No,
you
me.
Can,
I'm
there
first.
we go. You're first.
All right, our first one. First thing probably we've used a fair bit of,
We've
and
used heaps.
it's helped with lots of tidying, is our washing machine. We've got a little manual washing machine. We ordered it off online. I'll have to look that up. Could be a Kogan job or Amazon, I can't remember. But it's a little spinny washing machine, so whenever we got extra water, we can put on a little load. Helps with keeping the laundry under control.
Yeah, just keeping on top of things,
Yeah,
kind of a little bit every day.
Yeah,
rather than letting it build up.
Yeah, one load every day does help. And when we're near the water, we don't do too much washing. We don't have too many clothes. So.
No, and it also helps save a bit of money as well, because, I mean, yes, we can go to the laundromat whenever we like when we're in town, but it all adds up.
So our little manual washing machine, because we don't have room in the caravan, our little caravan, was our first number one used item.
Yeah.
That was my pick.
Yep.
So we're going pick for pick here.
Yep, we are.
Yep.
Okay, probably one of my most used items. I am wearing it at the moment, my Woolen Bear hat. I love it. Wear it absolutely everywhere. And yeah, we looked at getting a decent quality hat before we left, because we knew that we were going to be outside all the time. And yeah, having fair skin, being a bit sun safe, and yeah, we absolutely love them, don't we?
We do, yes. I should have mine on, but I don't.
No, that's right. Yeah, I wear mine all the time, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, hides a multitude of hat hair.
Australian made.
Yeah.
Yep. They're brilliant.
Yeah, they are.
Good. Mine's a bit bigger than yours. Mine's a different model.
It is a little bit. I can't remember what this one is. We'll have to have a look, but yeah, love it.
Yep. So that was number 2. Good quality hats.
Good morning.
Woo! Swiss Family Robinson. That hat is dope.
All right, number 3. It was my pick, is our inverter, our 3,000 watt inverter from iTech World that we had installed when we had the solar installed. It helps us
to be able to
charge,
be off grid.
Yeah, charge our laptops. We just bought a toaster and a kettle.
Oh, such luxury.
Just a luxury, yeah, so we get the toaster going if we don't have a fire or something to cook toast on. The Thermomix also, so our inverter, just pretty good. You want to get a decent size one depending on what you're doing, I guess. But ours runs our Thermomix and can probably do another thing at the same time. So inverter was number 3.
Yeah, love it. The next thing we use on a daily basis is Wiki Camps. The Wiki Camps app.
So that's probably not something we bring, but something that we use a lot.
We use a lot, yeah. Well, we brought it on our phone.
Oh, yeah, true. It doesn't take a bit of room, so it's good.
No, it is handy. But absolutely, I don't know how we would be doing this without it. It just helps us, apart from campsites and being able to look up campsites. Helps to be able to read people's reviews, although sometimes they're a bit mixed and not always super helpful. But
prices are always a bit all over the place.
Yeah, pricing is always all over the place. But even just to be able to use it to find dump points and water fill-up points, that's been really helpful. Usually the campsites, I mean, you could find alternative ways to find them, I suppose, but the water and dump points have been really, really helpful.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's cheap, like $5 for
something crazy.
$5.
Yeah, use it all the time.
Right, number 5. So that was 4. Number 5 is our shade Annex. So we brought a big massive Annex with walls, and it's
Big
heavy.
canvas.
Lives on our roof racks. We've got it off twice, I think. But that's not the number 5. Number 5 is our $50 Bunnings shade sail that slides onto the sail track. It's about 2 and a bit meters long by nearly 2 meters wide. I think it's nearly 3 meters long. And we put that up in about, what, with the girls, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Here we go! 31! 31! And we've had that up at most stops. And it's just a shade over the top, slides on, very easy. It was $50. It's done us 2 months now, and it's still going strong.
Yep, it survived some good winds.
Oh, yeah, so it's seen some hectic winds.
Yep.
So yeah, number 5 was a good,
Value for money.
easy to set up shade sail. Some people, I think some of our friends said they just put up a beach umbrella when they stopped towards the end. Yeah, so something that's really good, easy to set up. Our shades up.
Yeah,
number
absolutely.
5.
Yep. Number 6 was a bit of a. We were undecided whether we were going to bring it before we left. Bit of a luxury item, and that is our Thermomix. So we would at home use the Thermomix at least a couple of times every day.
Yeah.
And just weren't sure whether we were going to be using it as much on the road, but absolutely, with having the inverter and being able to have power when we're off grid, the Thermomix has made it really easy to keep making meals. I mean, food is one of the most expensive things.
So to whip up a risotto very quickly, don't have to start it hours before.
Yep, minimal mess. I mean, for all the reasons you love a Thermomix at home, but yeah, really compact.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes up a little bit of space on the bench, but compared to having lots of pots and pans and things going, love it, love it.
It's great. So that was number 6.
Yeah.
Number 7 is our solid Teknics fry pan. So most of our curries and stir fries, eggs, flatbread, you name it, we cook in our solid Teknics fry pan. Now this fry pan is super cool because it's Australian made.
Yes, they are.
No Teflon.
Yes, so no nasties.
Yeah.
You season the pan when you get it.
Yep.
And yet it can be used over fire, over flame. And so we've used it on the gas burners, and we've used it over the fire.
Yeah, it gets really hot, the handle, when you put it over the fire.
Yep.
So you might need a glove for that one. But
yep.
Yeah, it goes everywhere. It lives outside, doesn't rust.
I mean, it could.
Well, it could if you left it outside for years.
But
we use it, we're oiling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yes. Yeah. So another fantastic Australian.
Yeah, a good quality Australian made.
Yeah.
Fry pan cookware. It's great.
Yeah, they're fantastic. I don't know what number we're up to. 7, 8. 8. Most used item would be on the list is our Nakie picnic blanket.
Oh yes.
So another really cool Australian company.
Yeah. So
we've got a few.
Yeah. So we had the Nakie
hammocks. Yeah, the girls got some Nakie hammocks, and I love those. They haven't used them as much as we've been on the beach because there haven't been so many spots to hang them. But we bought a Nakie picnic blanket before we left.
Because we had a big outdoor mat, didn't we?
Yeah, too big, too heavy.
Yeah, it's too big, bulky to bring
Yeah, so the Nakie picnic blanket, again, Australian company, really great, environmentally friendly company. Really cool. We got a really great pattern on ours, so it hides all sorts of things being spilled on it.
Easy to wash though. We've put it in the washing machine.
Yep, chucked it in the wash and it's come out looking beautiful again. Yep. We use it on the sand, we use it on the grass at campsites. The girls paint their watercolour painting stuffs on it. We eat on it. It's just a nice, clean, clear space to be able to use. So we've absolutely loved our Nakie picnic blanket.
Yep, that was number 8. So I've got 2 to go. This one is it's probably close to my number 1, but it made it down to number 9. Not I suppose in any particular order.
No.
And probably more so for me than you, but you do use it
multiple times.
Is our coffee maker. It's our espresso Moka Stovetop coffee maker. So without fail, every day, every morning, we we make a coffee. I'll make
Yep.
one for you and then
You do. You
make
do a
one for me.
decaf for me.
And it makes the best coffees ever. So a little bit more time consuming than just your instant stuff.
Oh.
But we don't need a big espresso maker on
But
the
I mean,
bench.
instant stuff.
No, we wouldn't
Doesn't
touch
compare,
instant,
no.
And for the 5 minutes it takes to make it, absolutely brilliant. So personally, probably would be my number one pick.
He loves it.
And they're little. This is just I think it's a 2-cup one.
2-cup?
But you drink decaf.
I do.
So I can't make 2, and I have a double shot. So
You don't want to see me fully caffeinated.
I have all of what I make in one pot. So the coffee good quality coffee maker.
Yeah.
So I think we got that one from Harris Scarf.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
special. So.
Yeah.
But they're really good. I'd never go back to anything else, I don't think.
You love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Love it.
Yeah. All right, number 10.
Number 10, and again, this is not in any particular order because this is something else that we would use multiple times every day, and that is wet wipes. You can never have too many wet wipes while we are traveling. We've got to pack in the car because inevitably on the long drives there's always some kind of food being consumed.
Man. In the backpack.
Yeah, so you've always got to have wet wipes because food just goes everywhere.
Yeah. It's become our backup shower method as well.
Yeah, it's been really great. I mean, even
of a
when we
wipe
have
over.
a shower, the girls often will have a shower and then play more
Stand on
outside
something. Yeah, get dirty
after
feet.
a shower, and so just to be able to wipe your feet off at the
Or
end. 'cause
have
we don't
dinner
have-
and
yeah,
white faces.
yeah. So wet wipes.
Yeah, and they're good wet wipes, so the ones that don't have many.
Yeah. I mean, you want to
Things
get
in,
decent
that are
quality
nice.
wet wipes, otherwise
Yeah.
they're not really great for your skin. Or
Yeah. So that's our top 10 things that
10.
we've used most over the last 2 months of living on the road.
we did have a bonus though. This was my
Oh
bonus.
yes, sorry, we do
Top
have one.
10
Yeah.
just becomes 11.
Yes, so because
Um,
we love our food, those who know us, especially Nanny and Poppy, know we like to eat a lot. So it's food related.
Yes. So another quality Australian company is Mingle. So we use the Mingle spice blends so often because they have no rubbish in them. So they're just spices and salt and peppers, just ground spice blends. So not lots of other artificial fillers and bits and pieces in them. And yeah, we use them as a base to make Mexi beans to go on loaded potatoes or Mexi bean bowls, or they do some good curries, or we do butter chickpea rather than butter chicken. Just really great spice blends, and you can just turn any kind of mixture of vegetables into something with a bit of a different taste. They're super fast, super easy to use.
Awesome.
They do have a recipe on the back, which we never follow. You kind of just throw whatever in you have, which is really handy for us because we never know what we're going to have. So the Mingle spice blends, can't recommend them enough.
That's right.
Love them.
So that's our top 10 most used items with a bonus. Things we haven't used a great deal. We have a top 10 list here as well. So we'll just burn through these pretty quickly. Number 1, our woolen blankets. We brought some extra blankets with us. We haven't used them.
To be fair, we used them in the first week.
Yeah, maybe once or twice in Victoria, but that was in summer as well. So we might use them, but yeah, we haven't used them really at all yet. So they just take up a bit of space now, and they just live in the cupboard where something else could be used. I suppose so. Yeah, woolen blankets, number 1.
Yes. Number 2, something that we haven't used as much as we wanted to have used so far is our guitar.
Oh yes,
Now, I mean, we probably would have used it more if any of us in the family could play guitar, but we packed it.
We have grand plans to learn. So
we packed it as
we will
something
get
to learn.
and
we haven't really spent a lot of time doing that yet.
No.
But yeah, it's something that's still on our list of things to get to. So we will get to using it a bit more.
The guitar,
Yeah.
So number 3 is one of our shade options. We did have our big Annex, as I mentioned earlier, but our Marquee, we brought a Marquee. Someone did tell us that they did also have a Marquee and it got wrecked in the wind and it was useless and they threw it away. Ours has lived on our roof racks for most of the, I think we've had it
used
out,
it in the first week.
I think we had it out twice. I mean, it's good, but we just haven't. I mean, it doesn't take much to set up. We just haven't had the need to.
I think when we're kind of moving,
it's a bit of a pain to get it
it's
off.
just one more thing to have to set up. So yeah.
So our marquee, something we haven't used a lot of.
No. And along that line, something else that we haven't used a lot of, which you've already mentioned, is our big heavy canvas Annex.
Yeah.
Again, we used it in the first week when we had some kind of weird cold, stormy weather, and it was good to have a bit of extra outdoor space, which was dry. But apart from that, I mean, in this summery weather, it just blocks out the light.
Yeah, you don't get airflow through. It's not.
So we haven't really used that.
Not that great.
No.
So that was number 3 and 4. Number 5 is something that we probably will use more of when we get out of South Australia. Is our fire pit, because we're not allowed to have open fires in South Australia currently
At the moment.
So that's just lived, just packed away. So when we get to WA, hopefully there won't be so many fire restrictions and we can use that one, because we've been carrying around a load of firewood with us. Don't want to give it up just in case we need it. I did chop up some and we bought some. So we're going to keep that firewood.
Yeah.
It's been in and out of the caravan for the last month and a half now. So our fire pit, we probably wouldn't have left home without it anyway. Because the raised fire pits, it's good. You can take it anywhere and you don't need a fireplace. So that was number 5.
Yep.
Number 6.
Number 6. Oh, number 6. Our camp kitchen setup.
Yeah. So we
bought like an outdoor fold-up table thing with a spot to wash up, and one of those basic camp kitchen outdoor things. Thinking that we do most of that stuff outside, which we do, but again, setting up the camp kitchen is just another thing to set up if you're not staying somewhere for a long time, and it just takes up a bit more space. And we've found that using a bucket is just as easy if you want to wash up outside.
Just our 2 little outdoor tables we set up, and that does us fine.
Yeah.
With the big bench on the inside of the caravan, we just we don't need it.
No. So we haven't used
an extra space taker-upper.
Yep. I don't know whether we'll actually get to using that more, but we shall see.
We'll find out. Maybe in our 6-month update we'll find out.
Maybe.
So that was number 6. Number 7 is the shower.
Sure.
Yeah, so our showering options. So we bought a solar shower and a rechargeable shower head with battery. Yeah. Haven't used those very much.
No. So the solar shower, just the one you're hanging about.
Yeah, they take a bit of water. And we've just found, just by camping near the water or using wet wipes, we haven't needed to use them very much. Or we booked free or low cost camps with a cold shower, or some of them
access to a cold shower.
Some of them had a shower somewhere. Yeah, so we haven't actually had to use them very much at all.
No.
And it's good because it means we save water.
Yeah, which is handy.
Yeah.
I don't know what number that we're up to.
Probably number 8.
8?
Yep.
Number 8, something that we haven't used very much of, is some of our homeschooling supplies. We'll have to do a separate post on homeschooling or van schooling.
Yeah. We didn't bring heaps.
No, we didn't. We have very finite space in the caravan. But some of the things that I thought we would use more of, we haven't used as much of. I mean, that's just experience in the different way of doing things living on the road.
Yeah, because at home we've got like a room full of homeschooling stuff, don't we?
Well, yeah, it's just it's just easily accessible. They've got the microscopes and the whatever else that they can just use whenever they want to.
We've got a room and a garage full of lots of stuff. So, but even what we did bring, we still haven't probably used, because they just do lots of stuff outside. They just explore and we're doing things, and a couple of little books.
Yeah. I think maybe I thought that we would have some more time where we haven't really had much bad weather, so we haven't had much kind of forced indoors time. And when we have, we've kind of been able to head to a library.
We did to begin with have bad weather, but
little bit.
Since the start, we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
So homeschooling supplies, maybe overdid it slightly.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Number 9, we have our antenna. So set up a bit of an antenna for extra 4-5G coverage with our Telstra reception, so the Netgear Nighthawk, which probably should be on our list of most used items for internet. which
yes.
didn't make the list,
No.
but that's been pretty. We've had reception pretty much all places,
pretty
maybe
great.
one or two. But we did have an antenna set up so that we could plug it in to get extra bit of booster signal, but we haven't had to use it that much. So
No,
yeah,
which has been great.
It's not a big antenna, but it's on a big post, so we just sit inside when we're traveling and put it up when we're at a campsite. But yeah, we haven't had to use it that much, so hopefully it keeps going and the
Yeah, hopefully.
Nighthawk keeps giving us good coverage.
Yep, and when we don't have reception, we just do something else,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
is nice.
Oh yeah.
Which is nice too.
Yep. Disconnect for a bit.
Yeah.
And number 10.
Number 10, well, number 10 is our ill-fated car fridge.
Ah yes. Yeah.
We thought we'd use it a whole heap,
And
didn't we?
did start to use it a lot.
We
It lived in the
did.
car and
Because we have
a
a
second
very,
fridge.
very small fridge. We have a tiny little caravan fridge, not a full-size fridge, in kind of like you would have in lots of the newer, bigger caravans. We have a very small fridge, family of 5. So yeah, we have to be very thoughtful about what food we buy that needs to be kept cold, because we have very small space. And so we thought that the car fridge would be the perfect solution, and we thought also for if we were doing day trips, perfect solution to be able to pack food for the day, keep it cold, especially in summer, but
probably didn't buy one that was as good a quality as it could have been, and it died. And now, however, we found a second use for it. It is a second cupboard in the car which stores, we just do a bulk shop, and it stores all of our heavy goods like cans, food, and just heaps of stuff. So we do an extra big shop and we just chuck all the stuff in
so
there.
it's a second pantry
And it's
now.
it's like a pantry. It's good. Here we go. What do we need? I'll grab some pastas out, all right.
Yeah,
Tomato sauce or something.
yeah. So it hasn't been used for its original purpose,
No.
but it is getting used.
But it'd be a good esky as well if we got some ice. But anyway,
Yes, yeah.
so there you go. So
You
the
live and
car
learn.
fridge. Yeah, I know a lot of people have their fridge in the car and it works pretty well, but
Yeah.
good quality one's probably a better idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that's our top 10 used and least used items after 2 months. So that might change. I suppose the further we get down the track, but we'll find out.
Yeah,
So when we do an update, if we do an update in 6 months, we probably will.
we will. I'm sure we will.
Yeah, if we survive 6 months. And finally, we've just got one of our many learnings that we'd like to share after having 2 months on the road. So
Just something each?
Yeah, something each. Do you want to go first?
Sure. I think the one thing that I've learnt, well, one of the things that I've learnt on the road so far is to not judge a campsite by my first impressions. Usually when we turn up to a campsite, it is the worst time to be making a judgment call. We've been traveling, everyone's a little bit over it, people are hungry. It's often in the afternoon when we're getting to somewhere, which is sometimes on coastal sites not the best, like the wind has started to pick up. There might be no shade, it's kind of feeling a bit hot and we're all a bit bothered, and so there have been quite a few campsites
Give it a day.
where I've gotten out that afternoon and just gone, oh, well, we'll stay here tonight and then we'll see, what we want to do tomorrow. And then wake up the next morning, sunrise, sun is shining, everyone's had some sleep, we've set up, and then we've been so happy there. Whereas if I had to make a call the afternoon before, we would have left. So that's probably something that I've learned that's been really practical and helpful.
And mine is simple. You don't know this one yet, but
I don't know.
you don't need a lot to live comfortably. So we've got a little caravan. We don't have a shower. We don't have a built-in toilet. You don't need a lot. So just the simple things in life, I think, I really appreciate them. And then I guess when we get home, we'll really appreciate having a shower and a toilet. So
Really appreciate
you don't
things
need
like
a
running
lot.
water.
we don't need a lot. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this update. And if you're traveling, happy travels. If you're planning, happy planning. Or if you're back home,
Get
hi
out
everyone. Yep. Bye.
Bye.